My first impression of Red Bull Rampage, I've told this story quite a few times, but I can't remember if I had heard of Rampage before. But anyways, when I was about 13 or 14, Cam got invited when he was 16 or 17 to ride Rampage. So our family loaded us up in the van, brought us out. Cam tried his hand and screwed up, rode off a huge cliff, and I thought it was the stupidest event ever. I was just watching people eat shit all day and didn't think it was cool at all and thought everybody was sketchy and that it was a terrible idea. And I said that Rampage is the stupidest thing I've ever seen and I will never do it. And then now it's my favorite thing ever. So we are at the 2014-2015 Red Bull Rampage venue. This is Jackson Riddle, AKA Young Giraffe, J-Raff, Baby Giraffe, whatever you want to call him. He's my main riding buddy, super motivated. He's learning way too fast, everything, every day. There's all this stuff to ride out here, but none of it you really want to ride by yourself. The other day I was scared to hit something and he hit it first, so that helped. So it's always good to go back and forth with that. And just having people to ride with and dig with is like, you can't really do it without a crew, so it's good. We're gonna go try out McGaz's old line. Yeah, that is sick. Yeah, you just can't even see it till you're actually riding it. So. Yeah, that would be good for sure. I thought this spot would be sheltered from the north wind. When the north wind comes, you can't really hide. But I know of one spot where the north wind never hits. Right here. You ready? I think I'm ready. Wind's good.
Got you in my sights. His frames turning.
So that is the drop that started all the Chili's names. I've always been a big fan of Chili's. This is in no way an advertisement. I've spent probably thousands of dollars at Chili's over the years, and one day maybe I'll get hooked up. But 2013, we made a big drop, and for some reason, I thought it'd be funny to call it El Nino, which is my favorite margarita at Chili's. And I guess I was kind of one of the younger riders back then, and so it's El Nino Spanish for the boy, and also my favorite margarita. So then it kind of carried on every year, and we named the big drops on my lines after margaritas. And Skye gets me pictures of my big drops for Christmas every year. Even though my dad taught me at a very young age, it's weird to have pictures of yourself all over your walls and in your garage. But it's a really nice thing that Skye does, and it is cool to look back on them. And over there we have Corona Rita, which is a margarita and a Corona in one. And we named that one Corona Rita because I shared that drop with Darren Bearclaw. We both went that way and built that together. So it was like a 2-in-1. And then this year, we were running out of names of margaritas, and my digger Alex and I were on a drive out, and Alex asked what we were gonna call the one last year if we found one. And I said, pull up the Chili's menu and see what margaritas are left. And I think the only one that was left was called like Tropical Sunrise or something, and we weren't gonna name it that. So we decided to go with Triple Dipper, which is my favorite appetizer. But we said we couldn't name it that unless we were jumping over something. And Seminuk ended up building a double drop and had a landing underneath between the takeoff and landing of ours, so it looked like a triple. So that one's triple dipper. So now we're into the appetizers because we've ran through all the margaritas. So I got this picture of the late and great Kelly McGarry, Rampage 2013, I think. Just pretty memorable photo to me. And then up there we have Justin Olsen's picture of, what was that one? That one was El Presidente, my second favorite margarita at Chili's. That was 2015. And then this picture here, this was the first picture I hung in the house. It's obviously super meaningful to me. It's the Aptos post office jumps. And that over there on the wall is the coordinates to the roll-in, which before we had the roll-in was kind of the first jump I learned to hit on the bike. So those coordinates are to right there where I met a lot of my friends, learned to do a whip, and now it's an apartment complex. So I have coordinates to an apartment complex. I actually have them tattooed on my arm as well.
This is gonna be my 5th year coming out with Ty to Rampage. Feels weird that we now live here. You know, I've learned over the years to just have him let me know when he needs me. So I kind of just sit back and he knows to let me know if he needs anything. But I try to shuttle him on Kong when he needs it, have dinner ready when he gets home after his long days, and just be there for anything he needs, but mostly just moral support. And carrying his helmet. I always carry his helmet.
Basically right now we're trying to race the wind. It's supposed to get super windy at noon today, maybe before, like 60-mile-per-hour winds. When they call for winds, it's usually what they're calling for or double what they're calling for. Ideally this morning would be great if I got a cork flip Mac on the step down, which would be a new one. I haven't done that yet, so I kind of want to figure that out this morning. Pinstripes, you hear that one? At a certain point, you just don't care. I think that one had just enough cork in it. I should be able to do an act. I'd kind of count it, but I'd still go with mostly whack, but halfway decent. I want to get it a little bit better. But I'm stoked on that new step down trick. It just feels unfamiliar, but now that I've kind of done it twice, I feel like I can get it better and better, especially if it drops. That's good. Morning was good. Learned a new step down trick, focused on that, and then got to ride some other stuff, and pretty exhausted. And I think we're gonna go chill at the river now. So like when it gets this close to Rampage, I kind of just try to ride as much as I can, and coming into a second year at this venue, we kind of already know what we're getting ourselves into. Like I have the same line as last year. I'm gonna make some tweaks to it, and I didn't really have any tricks in my run last year, so I know what I want to improve on. So far it's been good. I feel more prepared than probably ever. All I used to do in Santa Cruz is stand on the edge of the bluffs, the cliff to the ocean, and picture landings down at the bottom and do push-ups for hard landings. And that was my training. The first day is just scope only. We're not allowed to dig. So it's just a kind of venue check, see what it's looking like this year, and the new guys have to pick out lines so they'll be trying to figure out where they're going. Fortunately, we already have a line, and then it's 4 days of digging, sunrise to sunset, no practice allowed, and then mandatory rest day, which is something that they've put in place because sometimes we were digging ourselves into a grave, just digging too hard and being too exhausted. So we get 1 day to chill, and then the next 4 days are practice/dig. Your diggers can dig, you can dig if you want, or you can practice if you want, and then finals day. So it's a lot of lead up, but you have those 9 days to kind of wrap your head around what you want to do on October 25th for finals. This is my house. It's my dream house. It's insane. It's way better than staying at the roadway inn. I spent many nights in that Rochi motel. It's a good deal, but you get what you pay for. They have color TVs. That's the main highlight of the Roadhead Inn.